呪術廻戦
Okay, let's read chapter 79 of Jujutsu Kaisen. This is the final chapter of volume 9, so we'll look at any art at the end and do a preview of volume 10 when we're done. 79, Korekara no Hanashi. Korekara no Hanashi. The story from here on. The story from here on. So maybe you're done with all the flashbacks. We saw the kind of rise of Geto as the mastermind, evil mastermind sort of character. And the final page here was Gojo meeting Fushiguro, the Megumi-kun that we know and love. So there we go. So back to the people that we know. Well, or not. We're still back where Gojo is meeting Megumi. And there's going to be a lot of talking again, unfortunately. So let's go. Kimi no tousan sa genin teiu zenin teiu ii toko no jujutsu no kake nan da kedo. Okay, so your dad, your father, talking to Megumi, your father, the Zenin good thing sorcerer family lineage is. So your father is part of the lineage, the family lineage of sorcerers of the good one called Zenin. Boku ga hiku level no roku de nashi de o uchi dete te kimi o tsukutta te wake. Okay, so hiku level. Okay, this is some meaning of hiku that I'm not quite sure. Hiku normally means to pull or to draw in, but a pulling level, attracting level, ebbing, descending. I don't know what to make of this level. And Orokodena, she is a bum, good for nothing. So this is like me as a good for nothing like level, leaving the family, and you made you and left the family. That's the reason. Okay, boku ga hiku level oroku de nashi de o uchi dete. O uchi dete is going to be like again, like leaving a family. We're not going to get an actual thing for this. And you made you and left the family. That's a good for nothing. Yeah. And something about that being the reason. So, okay. The English went with, even I think he's a big loser. Yeah, the bum. He left the family and had you. Yeah, so left the family and made you. Okay. Kimi mieru gawa dashi motteru gawa desho. You, able to see side, it is, and having side, probably. Okay, so here he's alluding to like, he's not saying it directly, but he means like being able to see spirits and having those abilities, being on that side. Mieru gawa. On the side of being able to see and on the side of having, holding, probably. Jibun no chikara ni mo kizuiteru n janai. Even to one's own power. He says chikara, the kanji here is jutsushiki, the techniques. Noticing, isn't it? So you're noticing your own abilities, aren't you? Okay. Zenin ke wa sai no daisuki. Okay, so as for the Zenin family, they super love ability. Saino is just talent or ability. In this case, also, again, the characters are the technique, which gets used for like the cursed technique. It's implied that it's cursed. There he actually calls it Jutsu shiki o jikaku suru no ga daitai 4-8 歳. Jikaku. Self-consciousness. Okay, so as for doing self-consciousness or self-awareness of cursed technique or of technique, generally it's 4 to 6 years old. Bye-bye no taimingu toshite wa beta da yo ne. As for the time to buy or sell, it's beta. It's better, the timing for buying and selling? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, so I think what he's trying to say is because like the manifestation of ability happens around this age, it's something about the timing of selling, meaning like a person for their ability. It was better. Megumi-kun no asa, kimi no otousan ga zenin-ken ni taishite totte oita. As for Megumi-kun, your father to the Zenin family like was going against them, or ni taisuru. Oh, with regards to. Saiko no kado dattan da yo. It was the highest card, like the trump card. And there he's like, he's talking money. The English here went with, you're something your dad kept from the Zenin family. Okay. Mukatsuku desho. It arrives at muka. Oh, like it's offending, isn't it? Angry, isn't it? De, sono otousan nan da kedo boku ga ko. Okay, well, that father, but me, this, and he gets interrupted. Megumi just says, betsu ni, meaning like, who cares? It's something else. Aitsu ga doko de nani shite yo to kyoumi nai. That guy, being wherever and what doing, interest does not exist. So I don't have any interest in what he's doing and where he is. Nannen mo atte nai kara kao mo oboete nai. Even several years not meeting. So because of that, even the face not remembering. I haven't seen him in so many years, I don't even remember what he looks like. Ima no de hanashi wa daitai wakatta. With today, like with what's going on today, as for the story, generally understood. So, like whatever you've been telling me about today, I generally understood. Tsumiki no hahaoya mo skoshi mae kara kaete nai. Okay, so Tsumiki's mother also a little bit before hasn't come back. Do we know who that is? Tsumiki's mother? Ah, Megumi kaete kita. Oh, so this is just her leaning out the window saying, oh, Megumi came back. But this is still Megumi talking. Mo oretachi wa yozumi de. Already, as for us, it is Yozumi, like the use has ended. Yeah. The use has ended as for us. He's talking about him and Tsumiki. Hitori de, I guess we met Tsumiki at that flashback of the bridge, right? It's been a while. Hitori de yoroshiku yatteru te koto daro. With two people, meaning him and Tsumiki, doing well, it's that sort of a thing, right? Meaning like we'll be taking care of ourselves. Kimi hontou ni shouichi. You truly first year? Are you really a first grader in elementary school? So how many years have passed? I guess it would be like 7, 8. Maいいや。お父さんのこと知りたくなったらいつでも聞いて。Well, fine. Father, things about your father, if it's not wanting to know, then whenever we'll tell. Meaning like, or ask whenever. If you don't want to know things about your father, ask me whenever. Oh, no. If it becomes wanting to know things about your father, ask me whenever. That makes more sense. Yokorasho. Whoop. Soko omoshiroi to omou yo. Very much interesting, I think. It's very interesting. Sonja hondai. That is like the real problem. Hondai. The main question, the real issue at hand. Kimi wa dou shitai. As for you, how wanting to do. So what do you want to do? Zenin ke ikitai. Do you want to go to the Zenin family? Tsumiki wa dou naru. As for Tsumiki, how will become? What will happen to her? Soko ni ikeba tsukimi wa shiawase ni nareru no ka? To that place, meaning the Zenin family, to that place if go. As for Tsumiki, in happiness will be able to come? So basically, if we go there, will Tsumiki be able to be happy? Sore shidai da. That dimension? No, shidai, not jidai. Oh, dependent upon. It's dependent upon that, meaning like his answer. Nai, no, does not exist. So will she be able to come happy? No. 100% nai. 100% nai. 100% not existing. So completely not. それは断言できる. As for that, dangen is possible. Assertion or declaration is like it's possible for me to declare that, to assert that. GD. He's kind of irked. He laughs. Okay. あとは任せなさい. All right. As for the rest, leave it to me. でも、めぐみくんには多少無理してもらおうかも。頑張ってね. Okay, but as for by Megumi, tasho, generally, a little bit, a lot, more or less. Tasho, what is up with that? Yeah, more or less. More or less, doing the impossible will receive or something. So I should receive doing the impossible from Megumi, more or less. Do your best, okay? 強くなってよ. Become strong. 僕に置いていかれないくらい. To me, 置いていかれないくらい. To me, the extent of placing and, I don't know, いかれない? Not being able to go. Yeah. 僕に置いていかれないくらい. To the extent of, I don't think that's like surpassing. 置いていかれない. Let me double check this one. Of not leaving behind. I guess to the extent of not being left behind by me. Not being left behind. Wait, ikare. Okay, yeah, I don't know. All right. Okay, so now we're in 2018年 2018. 10月19日 October 19th. Gojo sensei, teacher Gojo. Sensei mo neru nda na. Teacher also is sleeping. Ataremae desho, obviously, of course. Nani ite no anta. Yeah, of course. Like, what are you saying, you? Gojo sensei, teacher Gojo. Oh, okay. So he was sleeping. That was them talking. So we're back. We're back. Oh, okita. Oh, he woke up. ちょっと、その椅子高いやつでしょ? Hey, wait. That chair is an expensive thing, right? 呼びつけといて、居眠りしないでくださいよ. Okay, so like called on purpose, called in advance. Yobi Tsuke. Yeah, summoned. Oh, I've been putting all the words in the wrong thing. Yobitsuke. Oh, please don't sleep like you're the one who called us. That's kind of like it. Okay, so there he is. Nani waratten su ka? Why are you laughing or why are you smiling? It's nothing. Betsuni. Okay, so now we have a different perspective on the background of all that. She plopped down in the expensive chair. Saw rain. Switching again. Kochio. This way. Gojo kara naitsusha no hanashi wa kiiteru wa ne. Okay, from Gojo, the naitsusha. Oh, the betrayer. As for the story of the betrayer, the mole, the hidden person, you're hearing about that, right? Hi, yes, that's all three of them. Tabun, jusoshi to tsujiteru no wa futari ijou. Okay, probably hex users. As for passing with hex users, probably more than 2 people. Like 2 or more people. Hitori wa gakuchou ijou no jousobu, kochi wa watashi ja dou shiyou mo nai. Okay, so as for one person, school leader greater than jousobu, like level. Yeah. So one person is like a high level of the school leader, more than the school leaders. As for this direction, meaning myself, watashi ja, like dou shiyou mo nai, meaning like there's nothing I can do about that, or whatever. Mo hitori sono jousobu ni jouhou o nagashiteru yatsu ga iru. One more person to those upper ranks, flowing reports person existing. So there's one more person who exists who's flowing reports to those upper ranks. それが今回の is that no. Target. Oh, yeah, mokoteki. So, or hyoteki. That is this time's target. So they're targeting the other person who is flowing information to the upper ranks. Mada yogi no dankai dakara. Still suspect level. Because it's still at the level of a suspect, Hobaku go jinmon shimasu. After apprehension, will do, I guess, jinmon is interrogation. Yeah, cross-examination interrogation. Okay. All right. Makes sense, I guess. で、京都の誰ですか? Well, who of Kyoto is it? Oh. Watashi tachi Tokyo gawa ni 頼むってことはそういうことでしょ? Okay, so yeah, so Kugisaki has figured this out. She's saying, who is it? Who's the mole in the Kyoto group? Because remember, this is like, she's the equivalent of the Kyoto, of Gojo, or the Kyoto school. And so Kugisaki continues, and she says, we, on the Tokyo side, requesting event, as for that, it's that sort of a thing, right? So she's, again, basically saying, who is it of Kyoto? Because you're making the request from those of us on the Tokyo side. So it has to be someone in Kyoto, right? Itarori is saying, Kugisaki sugei na. Wow, that's incredible, Kugisaki. Nai tsusha wa, as for the betrayer. Mekamaru miwa. Okay, this is what's her name popping in. She's calling out Mekamaru. Ah, ita. Oh, there you are. Noto no teishutsu kyou made desu yo. The teishutsu. Presentation submission of the notebooks, even today or until today it is. Okay. ... Mekamaru. Suman. Oh, this is him. Suman miwa. Sorry, miwa. 少し寝る. I was sleeping a little. ノートは机から勝手に取ってくれ. I guess. As for the notebook, from the desk, freely do the favor of taking it. Just feel free to take it from the desk. 寝るってまだ夕方ですよ. Sleeping, you say. It's still evening. It's still yugata. Yeah, is it still evening? More. Oh. How many more pages do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, all right. Fun. Okay, she's poking him. 本当になった. Truly asleep. So you really did fall asleep. Mekamaru 本人ってどこにいるんだろ? Mekamaru's actual body, or the main person, talking about that, where existing, I wonder. Kono chika ni Mekamaru hontai muta kokira ga imasu. Oh, that's a name. Okay. So in this underground, Mekamaru's real body, Muta Kokira, that's the name, exists. Ano ko ga ayashiiんじゃなくて、誰も怪しくないから、消去法でMekamaruなの. Okay, that kid not being suspicious, and nobody, because no one is suspicious. Shokyoho. Process of elimination. With the process of elimination, it's Mekamaru. Okay, let's try that one more time. That kid, meaning Mekamaru, ayashiんじゃなくて. Being suspicious is not. And nobody is not suspicious. So because of that process of elimination, it's Mekamaru. Okay, English went a little bit more directly and said, we don't suspect him because he's suspicious. We came to that conclusion by the process of elimination. Okay, well, close. All right, what do we have here? More talking. Kairai Sojutsu. Kairai, this is the manipulation technique. Kairai. Puppet dummy manipulation technique. Kugutsu no sousa ni wa tenyo jubaku no chikara de Nihon Zento ni oyobu. Okay. The kugutsu, another way to say dummy or puppet. That's the same kanji. As for the range of the manipulation of the puppets, the heavenly restriction or heavenly binding power through that, all of Japan, it includes. So it includes basically all the land of Japan due to the power of the heaven bestowing gift, binding curse thing, whatever. Okay. Toroku shite nai. Toroku. Registration. Registration not doing.
Oh, ha, 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 ha.
Kugutsu ga areba. So, puppets not being registered if they exist. Naitsusha to としての仕事はいくらでもこなせるからね。So puppets not being registered if they exist as betrayers, as moles doing work. As for work as moles, if puppets that aren't registered exist, however easy or ikura, however much, ikura demo. Yeah, as much as one likes, it's konaseru. Able to break down, make good use of. Yeah, able to make good use of however much it is as for work, as moles, as betrayers, if puppets that exist that aren't registered. So, really? あの人結構目立つと思うけど. Like, so really? That person very much splendidly standing out, I think. Okay. くぐつがハエや蚊のようなサイズだとしたら? And the puppets, what if do the size of like flies and mosquitoes? So the puppets, flies and mosquitoes in that manner of a size, what about that? Or what if doing that? Okay, so Itadori was saying, like, wouldn't the puppets stand out? Wouldn't that be obvious? And then she's saying, what if they were the size of mosquitoes and flies? Kokoyo, it's this place. Soka? Really? Soyu mono arika? That sort of a thing exists? Meaning flies and mosquito puppets. There he is, Mekamaru's actual person. Hitaka? You came, huh? Zoo. Bako. Yarareta wa ne? Been done in? Oh. Been done in. Yarareta, haven't we? Okay, so he wasn't actually there? Yarareta. Yarareta is usually used when it's like you lose a match or like you got taken out. So maybe that's the implication out there. They lost. Demo gyaku ni, but in reverse, or on the other hand, kore de Mekamaru de kakute kashira. With this being Mekamaru, confirmation, I guess, right? Kakute is going to be basically, it's confirmed he's the mole. Yeah, decision to settlement. Okay, there he is. So he's talking to someone else. Also katana, you're slow, aren't you? Wasurareta ka to omotta zo. I thought I had been forgotten. I thought had been forgotten. Okay, that's probably what Geto and Sonna hema wa shinai sa. That's sort of a hema? Hema. Oh, blunder or gaffe will not do. We wouldn't make that sort of a blunder about forgetting about him. Okay. Who is it? Oh, it is Geton Mahito or whatever his name is.
Hello there.
Okay. Jubaku no osoroshisa wa kimi ga mi omotte shitteru daro. Okay. Jubaku no osoroshisawa. As for the horrificness of curse binding, you, oneself holding, familiar with, right? So, like, I guess you yourself are familiar with the horrors, the horrificness of curse binding, right? Ai karawazu, as always. Kabi kusaku te yannaru ne. It smells like mold. Becoming a smell like mold. Kabi, mold. もう敵なんだからちゃっちゃと殺しちゃおうよ. Okay. Already an enemy because, so already is an enemy. So then chachato, like promptly. Chato. Chachato. Let's kill. Let's kill promptly because he's our enemy already. Mada dame da yo, Mahito. It's still no good. Like, not yet, Mahito. 私たちに協力し、情報を提供するその対価として、真人の無意天変で体を治す。Okay. Doing cooperation with us and doing teikyo of information and doing offering of information for that taika, for that compensation, Mahito's what I don't even remember what this is anymore. It's his transfiguration. Mui, idleness transformation. Idleness mutation, with that healing the body. Okay. So that's what was the exchange. In exchange for information, it was going to be using Mahito's ability, the idleness mutation, to do healing of Mekamaru's body. So you shibari o watashi tachi wa kare to musunderu kara ne. That sort of a binding, as for us with him, are bound together because that's why, you know? So we're bound together with him with this shibari, this binding, or connected, I guess, musunde, musubu. Yeah, we're tied together, linked. Korosu no wa naoshita ato da. As for killing, it's after healing. Okay, so great. Kare ni wa Shibuya de mo hataraite hoshikatta kedo. As for by him, or as for to him, even in Shibuya, working like wanted. Even though I wanted him to be working in Shibuya. Shikata nai ne? I guess I have no choice. There's nothing we can do about it. Kyoto ko no ningen ni wa te o dasanai. Okay, he's quoting something here, which is, don't interfere. As for to the humans of Kyoto High School or Kyoto School, don't interfere. Don't meddle with them. Saki ni shibari o yabutta no wa kisamara daro. Earlier or previously, the binding destroying ones. As for the ones who destroyed the binding first or in advance, it was you guys, right? Yatta no wa hanami da mon. Okay, so as for the one who did that, it was Hanami. wait. やつあたりはやめてほしいな。Yatsu atari? Outburst of anger. As for an outburst of anger, wanting stopping. But don't yell at us. Okay. Jurei to giron suru ki wa nai. With a cursed spirit, doing argument intent does not exist. So, like, I have no intent to argue with a cursed spirit. Giron. Yeah. Giron. Argument. Dispute. Sassato naose. Quickly heal. Gesu. Okay, he calls him Gesu, which I think is like scum, dregs. Yeah, sleazebag. Wow. Okay. Almost there. 4 more pages. Ikiyoi amatte imomushi ni shichai so Mahito. Okay, so Mahito says Ikiyoi amatte. Force, vigor, influence, remaining. Force, vigor, influence remaining, or in excess, into a caterpillar will do. Shichai's soul, seeming to, like, I guess, he's saying, I guess, like something about turning him into a caterpillar, an imomushi, which is actually like a potato insect. Yeah, a hornworm or a hairless caterpillar. So then Geto's like, come on, Mahito. Tasha kanto no shibari wa Mizukara ga Mizukara ni kasu shibari to wa wake ga chigau. Okay. So as for a binding with Tashakan, which is like another person, I'm not sure why the kan, a multi-party. Okay, so as for a binding with like multi-party, with multiple people, oneself, to oneself, kasu. Oh, oneself imposing on one. As for with a binding that's you're imposing on oneself that you've done yourself, that reason it's different. So he's basically saying a binding with another person or more than one person is different than a binding that's enforced upon oneself. その違いは一つに that difference, one of those differences is, oh boy. Penalty. Penalty no fukakute sa ga aru. So he says penalty, which is penalty. The kanji there is tsumi, which is crime. No, that's not the batsu, the crime. Or no, the punishment. Yeah, punishment. The penalty. Is fukaku, it's not determined. Being not determined exists. Fukaku te. Yeah, it's uncertain. Uncertainty of the penalty exists. One of those differences. 自分の中の縛りは破ったところで as for a binding, like with oneself, at the time or the point of destroying it. So if you break a binding with yourself, etamono, the received item or the received thing. 向上した能力などを失うだけだが the received or the bestowed thing the ability that was advanced and things like that, it's just losing that. So basically, if you destroy a binding with yourself, the thing that you lose is basically what you gained. It's just that. 今回は無駄だ. As for this time, it's dame. It's no good. Can't do it. 縛りを破ったとき、私たちにいつどんな災いが降りかかるかわからない。At the time of destroying the binding, to us, what sort of a calamity will happen, will befall, don't know. So this time it's no good. Basically, again, we don't know what calamity will befall us when breaking the binding. Hi, yeah. Okay. 感謝してよね. Do gratitude, be grateful, you know. ゲス以下. And then he calls them like lower than scum. Zoom. Oh, okay. We get the Mui Tenpen, which again is the idleness mutation. Okay, Mekamaru. Gupa, like goo, flexing his joints. Kawaiiku nai na, motto hashage yo. Kawaiiku nai na, motto hashage. He's saying like a little bit more be in high spirits. Be in higher spirits. Kawaiiku nai, like not cute? What else could this mean? Kawaii. Not lovely, not charming, aren't you? A little bit more lively. The English one here with boring, be more lively, or show some enthusiasm. それはことが済んだ後だろう. As for that, meaning I guess being hashage, as for that, things finished after it is, right? それもそうだね. That also is that way. That is true. じゃあ, well then. 始めようか? Shall we begin? Okay. And all these Mekamarus come out of the wall there to join from his cursed puppet manipulation. Okay. Well, there we go. That is the end of that chapter. That is the end of chapter 79. And that is the end of this volume. So let's take a look at the art we have here at the end. We've got a bio here on Toji, Fushiguro Toji. There you go. Read away. Enjoy. And that's it. There was no other art. This book was published in 2020. And this book is a 15th printing, barely 1 year later. Here we go. We do get a little bit of art there. Okay. That is the end of volume 9. So let's go ahead and take a look at volume 10 if I can find it. Here we go. Here's our preview of volume 10. There is our restored Mekamaru gracing the cover of volume 10, it looks like. Very nice. Yep. Kitty bomb. There's nothing under the oh no, there is stuff under the covers. Okay, what do we got here? Right. We got the Juju Sampo, the Juju walking. Ryokan, Japanese style inn. What do we have here? Zoom in a little bit better. So that a Japanese style inn. Igusato. Is that Kugisaki? Igusato. Soft rush and sono oku de honoka? Faintly. Tadayo io no kaori, the faint smell of tadayo, drifting, floating io, which is sulfur. Okay, that's not what I was expecting there, but sulfur. Perfecto, perfect. Chōshoku wa orange juice to gyūnyū no aru Viking. Okay, as for breakfast, orange juice and milk existing Viking? Smorgasbord. Oh, Viking. All you can eat. Okay. I was wondering. Okay, so it's like a buffet that has juice and milk. Oi, achi ni time crisis tsu oitenzo. Hey, in that direction, Time Crisis 2 is like, oh, I guess like over there. There's like probably like an arcade machine, Time Crisis 2. But they're at a ryokan, so it's a little bit of an anachronism. I guess. Whatever. All right, that is our comic for Volume 10. Oh, hey, we're back. This was missing at the beginning of the volumes for a couple times. These have been kind of like normal looking scenes until, well, this is much more obviously something horrible is going on. It had been more subtle in the past. That's not so subtle. All right, here's our cast. There's Itarori, Sukuna, our new person, Muta Kokichi. That's kind of a funny name. Like this is like bestowed with blessing. Actually, wait, Kichi. Yeah, that's luck. Yeah, good fortune. Like happiness and good fortune. Okay. Kugisaki up there. All right, well, there we go. That's our introduction to Volume 10. We'll continue here next time. It looks like we very quickly launch into another series. What do we have here? 3-parter, a 2-parter, and wait. Okay. Apparently it decided to move away from using the traditional old style numbers into using these circle numbers. Maybe there's a reason for that. Well, we'll find out. We'll begin here with chapter 80 of volume 10 next time.